Wow. Wow. This is the most amazing magic trick. Whatever is appearing to happen. It's unknowable. You can't get outside of it to know it. Knowing it was an illusion. It was pretending to separate yourself from it, to be conscious of it, but it wasn't really happening. Awakening can be totally humiliating and terrifying because you realize there is no you, there is no individual, there never has been. There never has been my story, my life. It's like the death of a story that never happened. There always has been childlike wonder. Apparently, in the story of me, when you were a baby, which never happened, there was a seeing things for how they really are. Nothing being everything. Immediately arising as no thing, without meaning, without purpose, just spontaneously being. No thing as everything. Just an appearance. No attachment, no identification with it, no, this is happening to me because there was no I. There was no dream. And then all of a sudden a contraction comes in of separation, of fear, of the world versus me. This is my mom, this is my body, these are my thoughts, which separates you from them, which is the beginning of the dream that never happened. And then there was time and there was consequence because there was an illusion of cause and effect and purpose and meaning. And then it was like the fall from grace, or the illusion of getting thrown out of the Garden of Eden, of paradise, of a constant search for wholeness, or, through material, money, sex, relationships, spirituality, searching for wholeness, which never left you. But it was that illusion of realness, or illusion of knowing, of time, that made you think that this wasn't whole already. But that never happened. Because awakening is the sudden obviousness that all there is this. Whatever's appearing, looking at the screen with a face that's talking, sitting in a chair, in a room, or wherever you're at, it's just this, and nothing happened before this. This is eternal. This is timeless. This is appearing and disappearing before it even begins. It's not really happening. That can be humiliating and scary at first because you realize you never had free will or control. It was just aliveness doing itself, apparently, which it wasn't really happening. There was no story of my life. Nothing happened before this. There is no past. There is no before or after. It's just this, literally this. And this is wholeness. This is aliveness. This is total perfection. This is paradise already. This is heaven already. And this is unconditional love. And unconditional love includes everything. It includes everything that you were scared of. The evil world that you thought was going to shit that didn't really happen. Because all there is this. Where's the world? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see anything beyond this horizon line. It's like a moving postcard. There is no world. There is no society. There is no evil government. There is just this, whatever's appearing, that is and isn't. It's real and unreal. It appears real, but it's like an apparition. It's not really happening. And because it's singular, oneness, there is no meaning, there's no purpose. There are no facts. Nothing is real, nothing is solid. So even everything that we speak of every day is just a fictional story. It's just a concept or idea of the imagination. The whole life story was the imagination. There isn't really a character or individual named Jenny. What was dreamed as Jenny was random appearances identified with. So like random responses that are limitless, that can't be contained because they appear and disappear instantly. Delete, 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 because there's no past. And it was glued together in the illusion of time of this is my life story. And so all of the qualities that were appearing, I pieced together as a personality. But that is imagined. That's not real. That's not solid. Even these words are disappearing back into emptiness. And you can't find them again. If you close your eyes and look for yourself, you can't find it. Even neuroscientists and quantum physicists have proven there is no mind. There is no individual. The body appears to do things, and then 7 seconds later, the me says, I did it. It's like an artificial overlay. It's imagined. It's not really happening because it can't be separate from itself. You can't get outside of the whole to be an individual. So everything that's appearing is singular. Even the shit that is scary, to the appearance of an individual that thinks it's really happening. It's all one unconditional love, and that includes everything. That includes murder, pedophilia, sainthood, love, happiness, joy, sadness, pain. Everything that you run from is unconditional love, is everything. Is no thing appearing as that, is the absolute, is wholeness. Everything, nothing's excluded. The illusion was that you knew it, so you separated yourself from it. But that can't happen. You can't separate yourself from everything to know it, because you are everything simultaneously. You are everything that you hate. You are everything that you love. And the individual is constantly pushing away pain, pulling in pleasure, fragmenting from the whole, which isn't really happening because all there is this and nothing happened before this. So it's constantly new and fresh, and even the memory of my life or something that appeared to happen in the apparent past is a thought that's arising as this. It actually didn't happen. The memory of what apparently happened didn't actually happen. It's new. It's this. It's always this, and this is timeless. This is no time. And it's eternal. You never die because you were never born. You can't even prove that you were born. You can't even prove that there was a yesterday. And even thinking about it is this. And even the thinking about it is foggy. And you can't remember all of it because it didn't happen. And all there was this belief in this is real by the illusion of knowing it, which separated you apparently from this, which didn't really happen. And that was the illusion of time and continuity. There is no time, so there is no continuity. This, what's appearing to happen, does not lead to something in the future. And what apparently happened in the past did not lead to this because it didn't really happen. It's just this. And this is freedom. The realization that you've never been separate, there never has been cause and effect, that this is not really happening, it's just appearing as wholeness. It's whole and complete already. There is no scary world out there. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to fear. That is freedom. There is no before and after. There's no consequence. There's no responsibility. There isn't even a body. There's no one in the body. The body is the same as the appearance of a table. It's just an appearance. It's not solid, because if you take away all the senses, it doesn't exist, because it already doesn't exist. And it's just an appearance. Nothing is solid. Nothing is real. And that's freedom. It's boundless. It's wild. It can be anything. You didn't know what a cup was. You didn't know what a table was. It's the infinite. And it can appear as anything. It's like the ultimate magician or shapeshifter. It's just wild and boundless. Like, this appearance is the park, and nothing's outside of this horizon line. The house disappeared. There's no house that I live in. There's just this, and this is infinite. This has no beginning and no end. It's timeless. There is no world out there. That's the imagination, and the imagination can be scary. It can be like a nightmare. It's not real. It's not really happening. There's nothing to be scared of. You are heaven already. This is heaven already. This is everything. It doesn't need to change. You can't add on to it. This is literally everything. Even quantum physics talks about that. What is appearing is what is, and what is everything. There's nothing outside of this. You can't add on to this. You can't make it better because it's already whole and complete. It's already total perfection. An awakening is the realization that there never was an individual, there never was separation. This is already whole. This is already total perfection. It's already this. So no one wakes up. There never was suffering. There never was anything to change or wake up from. It just becomes obvious that it's already this. And this is eternal. This is infinite. And there is no death. There is nothing to fear. And all fear is the fear of loss of an experience, of knowing. And the realization is there never was anything to know. It's all the unknown. It can't be known. You never have known anything. You never have lived a life, so there is nothing to die from. You never had anything, so there's nothing to lose. That's total freedom. It's total freedom for what is to be what is, boundless freedom already, and it's inescapable. You can't get free because freedom is all there is. It can't be found because it was never lost. Any search for it in materialism or sex or spirituality or anything was just what was appearing to happen, which is a memory that never happened. It was just this. There never was feeling separated or lost because the past didn't happen. It's all just this. There never was a fall from grace. There never was good or evil, wrong or right, because it's singular. It would have to be separate to be wrong or right. And there's no such thing. It can never be separate. It's wholeness. It's heaven. This is heaven. This is heaven. This is it. This is it. You're already breathing it. You're sitting on it. You're looking at it. It's everywhere. It's screaming at you all day. This is it. This is paradise. Already. Ah! It's amazing. It's amazing and it's beautiful. Wow, and you can't escape it. The scariest part usually is realizing you never had control and there never was a free will. But at the same time, that's a relief because then there's no responsibility. Life is just doing itself automatically. It becomes more and more obvious. I mean, look at your thoughts. You didn't choose your thoughts. You didn't choose to make the choice. You didn't choose the thought of the choice. It's just, all of it is just spontaneous. Everything is wild. It's chaos. It's beautiful, beautiful chaos that can appear as order. It's free. Freedom is literally freedom. Literally freedom. It's very literal. There is no purpose. Meaning and purpose is slavery, is prison, is separation. It's unconditional. It has no conditions. Unconditional love is everything that's appearing. And everything that's appearing is this, and this is not really happening.